Kickstart a fall vlog. I want to pretend like this is going to be like a cozy little thing, but I know it's going to end up being like more chaotic, and that's okay. Speaking of chaotic, if you hear any noise in the background, that's my baby playing, so don't even worry about it. So yeah, it's the start of fall, my favorite season. I am very excited. The weather is starting to feel really nice, and I'm just going to be doing a couple of things that I like to do, like generally, like at the transition of a season, make like a fun seasonal meal to kind of kickstart the season, and then get a little bit of cleaning done. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some organizing, cleaning, decluttering, making soup, and generally just having like a absolutely normal time for anyone with a house that is an adult, but it'll be fun. So yeah, let's make breakfast to start. And here's breakfast. It is an English muffin sandwich with Morningstar bacon, or fakin as I like to call it, because that's funny. Cheese, egg, and some spicy mayo. A hash brown, and my hash brown ripped, but I put it back together, so it looks fine. That's my baby. Yeah, my sandwich is kind of like sliding apart as I'm filming this, so yeah, that's breakfast. I got coffee and orange juice and a pumpkin delight too, because it's fall and I can eat what I want. So yeah, that's breakfast. All right, so we had breakfast, and then we're just gonna be like cleaning out our garage now. It's not like super messy. As you can see, this is where our car lives. We pulled it out to have an easier time cleaning out the garage. It's not like super messy, and mostly it's just like boxes that need to be broken down. But yeah, then we have like a bunch of thrift stuff kind of like in this area too that we are gonna separate out and actually get donated. So yeah, this is kind of the cleaning project for the day. Yeah, nothing too major, but it's a nice day out and the garage isn't sweltering, so it's a good day to do it. All right, and here's the after. I can't do like a fully satisfying like before and after, because there's still a lot of stuff that has to come out of here. We broke down like a metric F ton of boxes that are going to go out with recycling, and then all of this stuff here in this pile is also going to be leaving the house. Some of it's going to the thrift store, some of it is like shopping bags and like thin plastic bags that can't be put in regular recycling. We have some books that we're gonna sell, e-waste, a bunch of coins that have to go to Coinstar, some household chemicals, just like, you know, stuff that you can't put in the trash, so we have to take it to the appropriate facility. But yeah, once all of that stuff is out of there, our garage is gonna be looking real nice. And yeah, the boxes are going too. So yeah, we did some pretty good work, I think. Yeah, it isn't perfect because some stuff still has to leave the house, but that's going to take us a few weeks to get rid of all of that, because those places are all around town. But yeah, everything looks pretty good, and then it's off now, but this is our little monitor that we have, and we had a camera on our baby so we could watch them and listen in while they were sleeping, because we took care of all of this while they were napping. So yeah, good stuff. Productive clean out session to start fall. So now that the garage is all cleaned out, well, not cleaned out, but it's all tidied up and all that kind of thing, I think I'm gonna shower, probably do some more steps. I have a strider that I use so I don't have to like leave the house, which is really handy for getting 10K steps a day, which is like my goal right now, but without having to leave the house, so I can help keep an eye on the child who is telling you what their day is going to constitute. So yeah, do some steps, take a shower, eat lunch, and then there is a little game that I downloaded on my PlayStation last night that looks fun. It looks like it might be a little Halloween-y, like appropriate for fall, so I can't remember what it's called. It's called something Neighbors, I think. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna play that after, and yeah, since the garage has been cleaned out, this rest of this is just gonna kind of be like a lazy day, and then the next couple of days I'll also be doing some like early fall activities, more decluttering and organizing, and making soup. But yeah, this is gonna be a like several day long vlog because I just didn't feel like putting all of this stuff into one day. It's a lot harder to do that kind of stuff on weekends now with a child, because they require a lot of work, in case no one knew that. Kids require work. Who knew? So yeah, I am going to do some other stuff and then play some games. But yeah, the rest of the day should be pretty low-key. I'm excited to make soup tomorrow, though. That'll be pretty great. But yeah. Okay, so the steps are done, the shower's done. I'm feeling really fresh. So it's lunchtime. It's like a little later in the afternoon, but whatever. So we got this. I'll be making like soup tomorrow, but I still wanted soup today, and we had this can of Fall Harvest vegetable soup. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be having. It's a big can. That's compared to my head. Yeah, my partner and I are gonna be splitting this can of soup. I'm very excited, and then I am going to be making some corn muffin mix to go with it, and then I will have leftover corn muffins for tomorrow when I make my potato soup. At least the plan is to make potato soup. It's probably not going to change, but don't want to ever commit to anything like fully, so yeah, just follow the instructions on this. I already got all my stuff out. I have an owl measuring cup set that is great, so got his help. Egg, it's just the usual chicken mix, I guess, you know, whatever. So I already have our the muffin tray out too, and I always use these silicone baking cups. They're super great because not only they're reusable, so they're really good for making muffins, but then whenever we go on picnics or like pack snacks and stuff, like when we go out for the day, we use those sometimes as dividers in the little thingy. So yeah, that is lunch, and then yeah, I am going to be playing my game. I still haven't looked at the name of it. I'll, you know, post that like before I play. But yeah, be playing that, what I believe is a fall game here in a little bit. And yeah, that'll probably be like pretty much the rest of my day, just playing that, hanging out with the fam, and you know, just having a fun Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna make these, eat food, and start a game. So you might be asking yourself, why are they making coffee? I thought they were going to be playing video games. And the reason for that is there's a lot of chaos happening. I did not play video games, and today is now Monday, and I am making coffee because it is Monday morning, and we just have a fun drink like every morning. Doesn't have to be coffee, but yeah, so after I did my steps and my shower and all that kind of fun stuff yesterday, the rest of the day delved into chaos, and that was fine. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I did play Fall Guys a little bit before I went to bed, but I did not play my new game. I'm hoping to play that this afternoon after I am done with work and making soup and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was gonna play, I still can't remember the name of the game. I looked it up last night and I forget it again. I'll share it eventually. But yeah, that is why I warned y'all at the beginning of this video that this was gonna be a chaotic vlog and not cozy, despite me liking the cozy aesthetic. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're having breakfast on Monday, and yeah, I'm gonna be making soup and maybe doing a little more sorting and organizing today. I can't remember if that's on my list or not. But yeah, it's the next day, so we're gonna keep going. Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. You might be asking yourself, what happened to Monday? And I am asking myself the same thing. I had every intention of doing things yesterday, making my soup and cleaning up and all that kind of thing, and to be honest, the day just kind of completely got away from me. I have a client who is like constantly rescheduling calls with me, and it really throws a wrench into my day when that happens, because I have my whole day structured and then suddenly they want to meet at like 6 p.m. So that doesn't go super great when that happens. And also, like, if you can see like a mess behind me, no you can't, it may or may not have been like 2 months since I've last cleaned this room, but I am just at my desk doing some work now, and yeah, it's afternoon, so I have a lot of work that I need to get done today. We did go grocery shopping this morning at least, and we had a great Taco Bell breakfast, so that was cool. But yeah, my intention is to, after I get my work done today, since I don't have any calls this afternoon, my intention is to get everything done today that I intended to do yesterday. There was some cleanup and furniture rearranging that was supposed to happen yesterday that we didn't actually end up needing to do because we found a different solution. And yeah, you end up rearranging and moving furniture a lot more than I expected when you have a baby. It's one of those things that nobody talks about, but we are constantly rearranging furniture and moving it from room to room and that sort of thing to kind of make our space as comfortable as it can be for the baby. So yeah, we ended up not having to do that, and we are all a lot happier for it. So that's cool. But yeah, so my goal, my hope is that this afternoon I will be able to make my soup finally. I would like to eat homemade soup today, but that means I need to make the soup at home. So that's usually where I run into problems, is actually making my soup at home. So yeah, I would like to eat that this afternoon. And after that, or maybe while it's cooking, because it's going to have to simmer on the stove for a while, I would like to get my kitchen a little rearranged. I usually kind of resort and reorganize our kitchen cabinets a couple of times a year, usually in the spring and in the fall, just because I like keeping jars, and my partner is just like kind of neutral on it, so I know that the onus of things coming into the kitchen is usually on me, so I take responsibility for getting rid of those things as well. So yeah, we've got some cabinets that need to be rearranged, and I might do our pantry and our deep freezer as well, because those have been needing done for a while too. But we'll see what I feel like doing. We'll see if I have the energy for it, because I gotta say, yesterday after work and my calls and the delayed call and all that kind of thing, I just wasn't really feeling doing anything. And I'm not gonna push myself and do too much in a day and then feel completely exhausted by the evening time. So yeah, sometimes things just get pushed off, and I'm sure everyone can relate to that, but I feel like people who vlog and post updates like this are a little more responsible than me in getting their stuff done in a reasonable amount of time. I started this vlog on Sunday, and I was supposed to be finished with it today, and it might be tomorrow, so this might be like a little 4-day thing, but again, I did say that this was going to be a chaotic vlog, and I'm sticking to that. Apparently that was not my intention, but sticking to it. So yeah, and I'll post in the comments, or my caption, whatever. I'll post a link to the soup recipe that I will be making, because it is my favorite soup recipe. And then I'll also kind of go over the little modifications that I do myself. It will be a cheesy potato broccoli soup. Very delicious, super good. So yeah, oh, and by the way, like, I don't think anyone really noticed or would care or whatever, but I have like a multi-pack of these black tanks, and that's pretty much all I wear. So I promise I am not wearing the same shirt like 3 or 4 days in a row. I just have a lot of the same because it's just more comfortable and easier. I actually bought the shirt pack whenever my baby was born, and I knew that I was not going to be wanting to think about anything except the most bare essentials: showering, eating, and taking care of the baby. I probably should have put those in the other way around, ordered taking care of the baby, eating, and showering, but you know, didn't want to really be thinking about anything other than those things during the postpartum period. So I bought, yeah, like a multi-pack of these black tanks, just to have something simple to put on during that period. And that was almost a year ago, and I've just kind of been wearing them every day that I'm around the house since. And if it's cold, throw on a sweater. If it's hot, it's a tank. So yeah, if you were concerned about that, which I really doubt that you were, you can put your concerns at ease. Anyway, I am going to actually get my work done now, and I will see you this afternoon at the very least to make soup or get some cleaning and rearranging done. I might not get to both, that's the goal, but I will at least get to one of them this afternoon. That is my goal, that is my objective. It will probably be the soup because that's really what I want. Anyway, yeah, I'll see y'all later. Almost forgot my knife. All right, so we are back. We are making soup. Got my work done. Had a late lunch. The baby has had dinner. The baby has been bathed. And now I am making that cheddar broccoli potato soup that I am so excited about. It is still Tuesday, so I have that going for me at least. The kitchen will be getting done tomorrow, though. Tomorrow afternoon after I go to a thing. So that'll be fun and exciting. Organizing and getting rid of stuff and all that is fun and exciting every now and then, you know. So right now I am just chopping an onion because that's what the recipe calls for. You chop an onion, you saute it for a few minutes in a large pot, And then you add the potatoes after the onion starts looking cooked. So I got my butter melting. Just gonna add this to that. And let it do its thing for a while. Strong again. All right. Ooh. Got the watery eyes going. That's all right. I'm chopping the potatoes now. They're supposed to be cute. Their shape doesn't really matter a whole lot since I'm going to be using an immersion blender. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm still alive. See these fun, cozy vloggers that do like the cute teas and the cute soups and all the peaceful jazz music and all that kind of stuff. They're so cool, and then I can't even like make a pot of soup without like my eyes tearing up. So whatever, I'll enjoy their videos and just live in the chaos that is my life, I guess, and pretend. But the recipe calls for large potatoes, and I only have like small or medium, so I'm kind of accounting for that, and just if I end up with too much potato, I have too much potato. It'll be fine. Now that my eyes have recovered, the cooking onions smell good. They smell very good. All right. Baby keeps trying to get a robot vacuum going. It's kind of funny. They used to be afraid of it, and here we are now. They're like trying to get it going so they can chase it around. Which is kind of how I was when we first got it too, you know? So, alright. We have a pile of potato here. I got a couple more to chop. The weather here has been awesome the last few weeks. September is always kind of a crapshoot on whether it's going to be too hot or rainy, miserable. It's been very nice, very fall-like, which has been very cool. Very exciting for me, who loves fall. Looking forward to having some homemade soup to go along with this fall weather. And poor baby. They're fine. Don't worry about it. Babies are tough. They trip and fall all day, every day, and then they get up and move on. You try to ask them if they're okay, and they just ignore you because they're fine, even though they were whining 10 seconds prior. Ooh. All right. Probably stir those onions. Okay, real quick, since I mentioned that I kind of do things slightly different from the recipe, I do have a recipe linked below. It's been my favorite cheddar potato broccoli recipe that I found because it's really simple. It doesn't involve like ingredients that I don't normally have here, like heavy whipping cream and that sort of thing. So one thing that I do is I don't use the chicken broth, I use veggie broth. That's just my personal preference. I usually add a little bit of extra like flavor of some kind. This is what we have now. It's just like a concentrated soup enhancer. Sometimes it's bouillon cubes, or like the veggie, better than bouillon stuff. And then I use the salt and pepper season that it calls for, and I always add some kind of spiciness thing. Right now, I don't know if that's gonna focus. It's the Southwest Chipotle Dash. I really like this stuff, so I always have to have a little kick in my food. So always add that, and then the recipe calls for 6 cups of broccoli. The bags, the frozen bags that I have, only have 4 cups, and I don't feel like opening a second bag just to get the extra 2 cups. So I'm just gonna use some like butternut squash that I've had in the freezer for probably a little too long anyway. And there's actually 2 cups in here, so I have the correct like measurement for the veggies. It's just not the correct veggies. But it all gets kind of pureed into a blend anyway, with the immersion blender. So yeah, I don't think I really have anything else profound to add to this part of the video. So I guess this is just gonna turn into a soup making montage, and yeah, good to see the finished product here in a bit. do it for the Tuesday segment, the soup making segment of this vlog. And yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Once I start cleaning and organizing the kitchen. There's nothing too interesting happening in our day before then. Not that cleaning and organizing cabinets is super interesting, but I think it's fun, and I think it's something that people are interested in. So yeah, I will see y'all. To me, it'll be like a day, but for y'all, it'll be like 4 seconds. So yeah, see y'all in 4 seconds. Happy Thursday. After my morning and appointment yesterday, I didn't do anything else for like the rest of the day. I just kind of relaxed and took it easy. So I will be doing the last of like my tidying and stuff that I intended to finish by Tuesday of this week today on Thursday. So yeah, y'all just time traveled 2 days, so congratulations for that. I'm gonna be going through our freezer here. I've been wanting to organize it for a while, because it's like deep, but it's hard to like get to the stuff on the bottom because there's stuff on top. So I have some boxes here that I'm gonna use as like kind of like a stacking system. So all we have to do is pull out the boxes rather than shuffle through all the bags and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna do that and then do the cabinets and maybe do the pantry if I feel like it / if I have enough time, since I'm doing this in the morning before I get started on work for the day. So yeah, let's do the freezer. All right, now that those cabinets are tidied up and the freezer is done, that's going to do it for today's video. If you've made it through all of that mayhem, congratulations and thank you. Yeah, what was going to be like a 3-day video has now stretched into 5 because I'm dramatic. Like, what can I say? So yeah, now that I got that done, I've got some work that I need to do this afternoon, and then, yeah, the pantry didn't get done, and I also obviously haven't gotten to playing that game. It's called Little Nightmares, by the way. I finally checked the name on that, so I think next week is probably going to be a vlog too, and my intention with this weekend is to bake an apple pie with some apples that we were gifted a few weeks ago that need to get used, so I am going to try baking an apple pie, which seems like an appropriate fall activity. So it's gonna be, I guess, like a fall vlog part 2, something like that. I don't know what it's gonna be, but that is my goal, intention. We'll see what actually happens. Sometimes I get really lazy on weekends and just lounge and turn into a couch potato. Other than getting like my 10K steps, I'm just living on the couch. So yeah, maybe next week we'll have a cute little, maybe not as chaotic, but maybe depending on what kind of vibe I have going on, vlog where I make a pie and I sort our pantry and there's one more thing play the game. Yeah, actually play that video game and give a little bit of feedback on it. But yeah, I think that maybe some people, when they see videos like this or whatever, and I mention here and there, you know, my baby this or whatever, it's just like, oh yeah, of course, you know, you've got an infant, like, of course your life is going to be chaotic. And it's like, yes, having an infant is chaotic, but that's not my excuse. There is absolutely no excuse for my chaotic behavior and my demeanor. No excuse. My life would be this wild and wacky, even without my infant. It was this wild and wacky before, because I am just that kind of person, I guess. So actually having the baby is really fun, because it adds to the mayhem, and the mayhem isn't all caused by me anymore. So I have that going for me. But yeah, anyway, that'll do it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching all this way if you have survived all of that stuff that you just watched, and I hope y'all are having a fun and exciting start to your fall. Let me know if you have any like early fall traditions, cleaning, baking certain dishes, that sort of thing, and let me know what your plans are for the fall too, since I think it's a lot of people's favorite season. You know, you got a bonfire going on, or you excited for trick-or-treating, whatever. Let me know something exciting in the comments, because we just lived through a bunch of chaos and we could use some calm and fun things to think about. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, whatever you're doing, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye! Yeah, my buys are always going to be like that awkward because I don't know how to make them sound like really cool. Yeah.